In today's video, I have several roles for you that are all customer support based, and they range up to $78,000 per year, and none of these jobs require you to have a degree or a ton of experience. And I also have a platform that you can join completely free and earn some extra cash in your spare time directly from your phone. They have an app, it's easy to use, and you can see how much you're earning when you're doing these small tasks from 1 minute to a few minutes, maybe even 20 minutes at the most. Alright, so if any of that sounds interesting, please stick around. Welcome back to Home Based Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back, and welcome to those of you that might be new. And those of you that are new, please make sure you check the description box below. I have a free download for you. It is 15 clickable links to 15 remote job sites to help you find your remote dream job. In addition to bringing you leads here on this channel, I also provide you that resource that you can use as well. So check that out down below. You'll also sign up for my email list with that, and there you will get some more email exclusive leads, and you'll get caught up on the channel in case you don't catch the videos throughout the week. And then I share some of my favorite side gigs for earning extra money that I do very easily on the side as a mom. So I share that with you as well. Okay, so let's jump into the first role. This company is called Yembo, and that is YEMBO. They are looking for a customer support specialist, and Yembo, they create AI-powered software to help for home services. So that is what their platform is all about. So they primarily work with moving companies that maybe need to get an idea of your space or the items that you have before they give you a proper quote for moving services. That's just one example, but that's their primary client. So it says customer support specialist. This is a fully remote role. We're seeking a detail-oriented and customer-focused support specialist to join our team. In this role, you'll be responsible for handling inbound customer inquiries via email, text, chat, and phone calls while ensuring timely and effective resolution of support tickets. So the majority of this job seems like you will not be on the phone between the email, text, chat, and support tickets. That could take up a majority of your time. And then, there will be some phone calls, but most likely this is a startup company. They probably have a very easy to use mobile platform. So most likely people will choose to, just chat really easily or just send a ticket where they don't have to spend a ton of time on the phone themselves, right? The ideal candidate has experience working in Jira and handling inquiries in a call and chat queue in a fast-paced environment. Don't rule yourself out if you have not worked with Jira. If you've worked with any kind of CRM or a customer relationship management tool where you're essentially just documenting your interactions with the client or the customer, then that's a great experience to have. They let you know this position is 5 days per week. It's from Friday to Tuesday. Take note of that. It's Friday to Tuesday is the schedule. It's not your standard Monday through Friday. You have scheduled days off on Wednesday and Thursday each week, and candidates must be U.S. based with East Coast time zones strongly preferred. So make sure you take note of that. It's not your typical schedule, and they prefer that you live on the East Coast or that you can at least work those hours. And they go over your key responsibilities here. Like we mentioned before, you're going to be taking inquiries from various platforms. The qualifications and skills: 1 year of customer experience in a customer support or help desk role, preferably in a tier 1 capacity. So essentially that is just your kind of first line of defense, so to speak, with customer service. Familiarity with Jira or other ticketing systems is preferred. So if you've used any kind of ticketing system or even just documenting interactions, that's great. Experience, and that's not a requirement, that is just preferred. Okay, experience, of course, handling customer inquiries via phone, email, chat, and text. You must be able to multitask, problem solve, pay attention to detail. Great communication skills. Here are transferable skills altogether. Ability to remain patient and professional in challenging customer interactions. Of course, people that call in for customer service help, typically they can be frustrated or maybe upset, so you have to be able to just kind of de-escalate, stay calm yourself, and handle that. Experience working with a call and chat queue is a plus, not required. Availability to work the said schedule that they mentioned, and basic technical troubleshooting experience is a plus, again, not required. So a lot of these requirements are just at least 1 year of customer service, and they don't even specify an industry. And you must have transferable skills and be able to just, maintain your workload effectively. And they have you some examples of why to join Yembo. Opportunity to grow with a fully remote, dynamic, and supportive team. You get to work in a customer-first environment where your contributions make an impact from day one. Consistent 5-day work week with 2 scheduled days off, and you'll be welcomed into a culture that values trust and candor and allows team members a space to learn, grow, and thrive within this exciting community. So a lot of these startup companies tend to have that more open-minded, comfortable, inclusive, letting people kind of voice their opinions in ways that they could help contribute to the company and just have a better work-life balance. These tend to be attributes that are more common with these startup companies, which is a plus. And what to expect in the first 60 days. So they kind of go over just a loose framework of what you can expect to see as far as your training, your learning process, getting that hands-on support, and then eventually becoming more independent in your role. So it looks like they really make sure they provide you with a lot of support before you jump into the role fully yourself, which is great. And it says for the first month of employment and training, this role will be Monday through Friday. So while the full schedule will not be their regular schedule, your training schedule will be Monday to Friday. And then you'll revert to the stated weekly schedule of Friday to Tuesday once initial training is complete. And the salary, they very clearly let you know, is $50,000 per year. And then they go over all of their company benefits here. It looks like a well-rounded benefits package plus stock options, which is also great, and parental leave for both caregivers, which is nice. So again, that's the company Yembo, YEMBO. Let's go to the next company. This one is called Peerspace, and Peerspace is a marketplace platform for renting out event spaces. So if you need something for a baby shower or a party, a birthday party, anniversary party, or maybe you just need some studio space for a photo shoot, something like that, Peerspace provides that on their platform where you can see what spaces you can rent out in your area or the area you're interested in. So the skills they're looking for you to have, and then this role is a customer experience supervisor, okay? This is fully remote, and it says Peerspace invites people to find, share, and book the most magical spaces in the world. Since 2014, our community has been opening the door to thousands of spaces. So they're not new to this, okay? They've been here a while. Your key responsibility, you're going to take ownership over, let me see if I can make this text a bit larger. Ownership over one or more ongoing strategic areas of CX is an abbreviation for customer service. So it'll be either over dispute resolution, learning and development, or the customer outreach. You're going to de-escalate and mediate disputes between users and other escalations, provide clear, concise, and helpful guidance to responses to time-sensitive escalations. So essentially just, leading the customer service team in one of these areas. And the skills they want you to have, of course, you must be a problem solver, excellent communication, both verbally and in written form, strong critical thinking skills, the excellent ability to multitask and delegate, ability to inspire and motivate, working knowledge of Google Drive, including sheets and slides. If you're not familiar with Google Drive, it's essentially Google's version of a Microsoft Office suite. So if you have a Gmail, you can just go to the menu and click on Google Drive and just play around with that. It's free to use. So if you don't have access to Windows, you can utilize that. And if you're familiar with Windows, then these will look very familiar to you. Their programs have different names, but they do the same things like a Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel. Google has Google Sheets and whatnot. So Zendesk and Intercom and SQL. So able to work independently and provide guidance in place of a manager when needed, thrives when providing guidance and help to others, a sense of humor, and enjoys working with others. I like that they added that in. Able to create clear process from scratch. So you get the gist of the idea. They want you to have 3 years of experience in customer service. Of course, this is a little bit more because you will be in a supervisory role. So you need to have more than just that typical year experience, of course, to be able to guide others. And the salary is the shining point of this role, where it's $78K per year, up to between $73 to $78K. So for a customer service role, if you've had only 3 years of experience, that's pretty great to go from an entry-level position up to $78K per year doing customer service, and it's fully remote. So great opportunity there if you are interested. And again, this company is Peerspace. Let's jump into the next one. This company is called Recora. They are a healthcare platform and they're looking for a patient enrollment specialist. This is a part-time contractor role set for anyone that's interested in doing contract work or 1099 position where you're not fully on board. So in some ways you kind of have more flexibility. You may not get benefits with some 1099 roles, but if you're interested in that, check this out. And it's remote anywhere within the US. And they are a healthcare company that focuses on cardiac health or heart health. And it says they were founded in 2020 by seasoned digital health entrepreneurs. In past roles, we founded and scaled high-growth startups, run large health systems, advised government programs, built technology you use every day, and provided healthcare for millions of lives. So they're letting you know these founders know what they're doing in terms of healthcare. And the job title is Payment Enrollment Specialist. Like I said, it's a part-time 1099 contract role. You'd be working 30 to 40 hours per week. 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern is the start time for your shifts. Fully remote. You'll be on the clinical operations team. You'll be reporting to the manager of enrollment operations, located in the U.S., and the compensation is $16 to $20 per hour. And then a job summary here says, as a patient enrollment specialist in our dynamic team, you'll play a pivotal role in enrolling patients in our healthcare service and ensuring patient satisfaction. So the primary responsibility of this role is engaging potential patients over the phone, provide information about our healthcare service, address their questions, and you get the idea. And they go more into detail about the responsibilities of the role here that you can go through on your own. Let's look at what they want you to have to apply. It's not a long list. You must have the ability to thrive in a fast-paced startup environment, experience working in a quota-driven environment, passionate about making healthcare more effective and efficient. You have experience engaging with customers or patients in a sales capacity, experience with outbound calling, and high EQ and IQ when navigating different types of situations. So that's emotional intelligence and, of course, just general intelligence, and experience leveraging technology in a professional setting. So essentially just have those transferable skills, be able to communicate with people on different levels, and be comfortable in a fast-paced environment. And again, the name of this company is Recora. That's Recora. And let's look at our next role here. And this one is with a company called Parent Square. If you have a child in school, you might be familiar with the Parent Square app. A lot of schools and daycares use it just as a way to easily and conveniently communicate with parents on updates on things and information about what's going on at school. That company, Parent Square, is looking for a customer support agent. And it says a Parent Square customer support agent will have customer service and empathy in their DNA. You're someone who is able to resolve, let me see if I can make this bigger, to solve tickets quickly and efficiently without ever sacrificing the customer experience, and will work on behalf of our customers with a passion for helping and going the extra mile. So the fact that they mentioned tickets only here, now they do mention phone calls later, but the fact that they focus on tickets means this will primarily be a non-phones role. There's probably going to be a little bit of phone work, but they're most likely, especially being an app, people like to utilize that convenience of the app and communicate that way. So you probably won't spend much time, if any, on the phone in this role. So that's a plus for those of you that don't like talking on the phone throughout your shift. It says this role will include answering incoming emails, chats, and phone calls. Like I said, there's phone calls there, but they focus more on the written form, it seems. Resolves product or service problems by clarifying the customer's needs, determining the cause of the problem, selecting and explaining the best solution to solve the problem, expediting correction or adjustment, and following up to ensure resolution. So you understand, the gist of customer support. It really is going to depend on what the customer is contacting you for and what they need help with. And it says their ideal candidate will have the following: previous ed tech experience. If you've worked in education or an education tech company, that is a plus, but it is not required. Prior experience in customer support or customer success and ticketing systems. Well, actually here, let me back it up. It does not say Whether or not it's required, of course, it would be a plus. I would say if you don't have that experience, but you meet the other qualifications and you're interested, still give it a shot. Bring a proactive, self-motivated, and positive attitude to work every day. Multitask with excellent attention to detail and communication skills. You must be a quick learner, tech savvy, and be eager to learn, and be able to work a flexible schedule, including early mornings or evenings and weekends. Of course, given the nature of their app, communicating with parents of children that are in school, they need to be able to communicate, various times a day and throughout the week, including weekends. It says the perks of working for us are great. You'll get your foot in the door as our company continues to grow, and we're big believers in work-life balance and provide employer-paid health insurance. You get the 401k, parental leave, stock options, health and wellness reimbursements, PTO that increases each year, and 15 paid holidays, including your birthday, which is nice. And the pay for this role is $25 to $28 per hour. So that is not bad, where you're primarily probably going to be working on support tickets, emails, and chat, maybe some text, and then some phone calls here and there, fully remote at home. That's really not bad at all. All right, next, we're going to jump into this one. This is one of those side gigs I like to do for extra cash. This is something you can do in your free time. This is called Paid Viewpoint, and when you join their platform, it's completely free to sign up. You just create an account, answer some questions where they get to know you a little bit about, what your interests are, what kinds of products you buy. Then you'll have a dashboard where you'll see various surveys that you can take. And what I like about them is they let you know how long the survey is going to be. So it could be anywhere from literally a 1-minute survey to a 5 or a 10-minute survey. And they tell you how much that'll be. Now, this is not a get rich quick in any way. This is not even a part-time job. This is really just, like I said, for extra cash, something you can do in your free time. So they'll let you know, okay, hey, this survey will take you 3 minutes and it's going to be a 50-cent payout. So they tell you it's not point-based, which is what I like. A lot of survey platforms are more point-based, and you build up certain points to get to certain dollar amounts. This one just tells you straight up, hey, you do this survey, it's going to be 50 cents, or this one's going to be $2 for this, 8-minute survey, or whatever it may be. So it's pretty easy to use, and you get a dashboard that updates regularly, so I check it every day. They also send you emails when you have new surveys available, so even if you don't, take time to check it throughout your day, because of course we're all busy, you just, keep an eye on your email and they'll let you know. And you can just go to your dashboard, do it. I like to do these surveys if I'm standing in line at a store, or waiting in the car pickup line and picking up my son, or while you're waiting for something to cook on the stove. Just those little pockets of time where instead of scrolling social media, you can be just taking some easy surveys, just literally just answering questions based on your opinion or your little viewpoint, and just earn some easy cash, get some gas money, maybe a little bit of grocery money, something like that. So I'll leave the link for this down below. It is my personal referral link, so I might get a very small commission if you utilize my link, but if not, that's okay too. Just check out Paid Viewpoint to earn some easy extra cash. I just want to share that with you. I'm using it myself, so that's how I know it is legit. And again, if you have not grabbed your free download, please make sure you check the description box below for that. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend or family member that could benefit from any of this information. This is jam-packed. I shared several roles with you that pretty decently pay you for customer support roles, and also an easy little side gig. So if anyone you know is interested in those things, share this video and this channel with them, please. And if you need some easy help to create your resume and cover letter for these roles that you're applying to, check out earnbetter.com. It's a free AI tool. Just make sure you review it before, don't just plug in your resume, let it do it, and submit that. Make sure you do review your resume. Make sure it sounds natural, sounds like you, and fits what you're looking for, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Please have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.